Yeah, I'm just signing in.
Uh,
Watch
Actually,
me.
before that, can I ask one thing?
Yeah, please go ahead, please.
Uh, while we are using the ls-hyphen here, right, we will
Uh,
get the all access details and the it is we will know directory file like that, right? Like I have seen some more thing like lc in the place of directory. First letter lcb like that I have seen. L means link. What about the C and B?
you mean to say if it is a D means directly?
Yeah, L means link,
Yeah.
and C and B also I saw a few files.
Okay. Let's do that now.
Yeah,
So when you give LS7, okay. I'm sharing my screen. Is that visible?
no, Ashwin, still not getting.
Let me reshare now. I'm sharing my screen now.
Yeah, now it is.
Okay. Let me put it up here. Before this, so if it starts with hyphen, we know that it's a regular file, correct?
Yeah,
It's a regular file, and default, it's a directory.
yep.
Sorry, I'm got with cold, so my voice is totally. I cannot speak, but I'm trying my best.
Yeah, we can understand.
Yeah. Then it's symbolic link. L means it's a symbolic link.
Okay,
C
Yeah,
means it's a character device file. It's a device file.
okay, device file.
Character device file. Like it will be under slash dev device file.
yeah,
B means it's a block device file, which will be under our own blocks like a dev slash SDA.
Okay,
Okay.
like space related go.
Yeah. I mean, blocks related to blocks like a hard disk, we'll partition it, right? Or we'll
Yeah,
add additional hard disk like SDA,
yeah, like C
DG,
drive,
drive
D
letter
drive.
C, D.
Okay,
Yeah, similar to C drive, D drive, we'll add the various other drives, right? So something with respect to block device file. Excuse me. And S for socket, and P for it's for pipe actually. Okay, named pipe. That means first in first out. FIFO.
okay.
So these are some options wherein when you do LSI-L or LSI-A, you will be seeing with excuse. When I did, it was not showing me, but I mean, when we did, it wasn't showing it right. We could see only the directory and files because on the other day we had created those two.
Yeah, I saw these things in dev path.
Yeah, that's what device D means device, or
Yeah,
whenever you see the name called something device, it will be under slash DV as per our file system hierarchy.
yeah.
So I'll just start the instance and I'll be using this. So As I don't have putty in this may or no file key, private key file. I'm just using
Varshini, your voice is not getting.
direct connect right now so that I'll get a console logged in. Now, is it fine now?
Yep.
Actually, I'm speaking. Is it fine? And
Yeah, Varshini, now is it fine?
network is also good. Yeah, okay. It isn't here. Yep. So I'm able to connect here. Yeah. So in the last class, we had discussed about some like the basic commands, like file commands, directory commands, or viewing the file contents, like cat, and using some text editors like Nano. Correct. So today,
Yep.
and I guess I need to do with the file permissions today, like chmod. What does it mean? Like once you have created a file, so how do you give the permission? How do you set the permission? And then we'll learn about hard links and soft links, then with the file types and extensions. Okay. So now, with respect to file permissions, what are the commands we'll have with respect to file permissions? I guess it's done actually. Yeah. Okay. So ls-l, that's we're gonna do it. Now, I mean, today we'll learn about chmod and chown and grp. So chmod, chown, chgrp. So what does the chmod means? It's about the changing permissions. Okay, modifications, changing the permissions, changing the permissions using symbolic or numerical modes. That's about chmod. And what is the chown means? It's about say changing the ownership. So changing the ownership, chown. Chgrp means changing the group. So now let's understand how to do all this with examples as well. Okay, what is the chmod and how do we gonna use it? Okay, so now along with the example, we'll see. For this, in order to do this, first of all, let us go and check how many files and folders we do have with us. I'll do ls. I have matu.txt and Varshini Madhu ABCR folders, correct? Let me do lsf eal. Okay, I don't want, I'll do only lsfnl. ls-l. So it's listing me these four are directories, and this hyphen is means it's a file. Again, this is a directory. Okay, now can you see here something called as rwx r dash x r hyphen x? Can you see that actually? What does it mean? So this means R for read, uh, R for read, W for write, X for execute. Okay, R for read, W for write, and X for execute. How do we verify this, or how do you know means? Right now, for this file, the file which is having here, so the folder called A, it's having read, write, execute permission for user, group, and others. We also have one more terminology called UGO. Okay, U means user, G means for groups, O means for others. Okay, not to explain you this, I have to make you understand with respect to user addition and group creation. Okay, I'll make you understand post this. So now let us understand about this. See, what does it means here? UGO means the first three, like RWX. This stands for user. Okay, let me put it up here. So this stands for user permission, and this R hyphen X means for group. What are the permissions it is having? Only read and execute, but not write permission, correct? And now what is the permission that others are having? Others are having is only read and execute. That means only this user who has created this particular folder or a file is having all the permissions like read, write, and execute. But when it comes to group and others, they are having only read and execute permission but not write permission. That means he or she cannot modify it. Okay, did you understand this, like how to read this rwx and rwx?
So first
So
two
right
three
now this is
lines. Yeah.
sorry, first.
So first it denotes the directory, then read, write, execute, and then so first few letter it denotes to user.
Yes, see, that's what I have written. First three, the first three will denotes to user. The next three, hyphen means no execute, no permission for him. Dash
Okay.
means nil. So there is no write permission for him. And here also there is no write permission. That means for user he is having all the permissions, but for the group, and others, they do not have any write permission or modification permission.
Mm-hmm.
This is how we'll understand what is the access. First we have to understand, then we can grant our prayer, change the permission. Now let's go ahead and change the permission. So right now this file, which is that, sorry, this folder called a folder, doesn't have write permission, correct? So
Yeah.
let's give it, but in order to grant that, we do have two kinds. One is either symbolic mode or numeric modes. Two ways to grant or change the permissions using symbolic or numeric modes. Now, what is the symbolic mode is about?
That
So let's understand
RWX
this.
letter.
Yep, that's what. Symbolic means, again, read, write, execute. Okay. Again, with respect to UGO, that means, hey, for user, please grant the access. For an example, right now you know very well, for group and others, there is no write permission, correct? What if you want to grant? How you grant? You have to use the keyword called chmod, change or modify. What is that you have to change? I have to grant for group write permission. So for group plus write permission. And what is the folder name called? It is A. Correct? So right now for A, I have to grant write permission for group. That's what I have written here. So this applies, or adds or sorry grants. This applies or grants write permission, write permission for the folder called A. Okay, right now it is granting write permission for groups. That's what I have written for group. Now what if I want to give others also? Because even that doesn't have what I say, write permission. So then how will I write it? Simple. Take the same thing, and here you have to mention O. Now if you want to, what if you want to grant both the permission at once? I don't want just to pass two commands. Simply I want to give it a bit different. So it's about chmod. So go, okay, for group and others, plus x, this adds execute permission for groups and others. So this is about adding. And now what if you want to minus, means I want to remove, what if I want to remove the read permission for user? I want to remove read permission for user. So for user, please remove read permission. Okay. So this means removes, removes read permission for the user. So what it will do is this applies, so applies or grants write permission for others, for others. Okay, so now did you understand? This means it will apply. Yeah, let me put it up. This applies or grants write permission for the groups and others. So now shall we go and try this? First of all, symbolic mode. So let's go and try that.
Yeah.
For that, I'm doing LL. LL means again ls-l. The shortcut for ls-l is LL. So now for folder A, I want to give write permission for who is that? Write permission for group actually. So in that case, what is the command I'll be using? It as chmod for the groups, right? So write, sorry, G plus write for folder called A. Okay, I guess now let's check LL. Can you see it got changed from -x to rwx? Others have already got the access. Now, what if I want to give it for others also? As simple,
Oh,
just give it as O plus W. And now please do LL. So you got all the permissions, right? Correct?
yeah.
Now, what if I want to remove the read permission for user? Chmod user may to remove read permission. So now use LL. See, read permission got removed. Correct? He doesn't have read permission. User doesn't have read permission. Now, if you want to add back, grant the access back, please give it as U plus R. That means he'll get the read access.
Mm,
So, you have any doubts in this symbolic mode, may? And
okay.
now let's take an example. I'll just remove all the permission for him. I'll just remove all the permission. There's a command called as chmod. You can give it as no, all read, write, execute. Okay, if you give this, then do ll. At once, all the permissions will be removed for this folder. Okay, at once. A means all. So when you want to remove all the permissions, so this is the command for a minus rwx. So chmod a minus read, write, execute to the folder A. So is that clear? Symbolic mode. If you're good. So if you are good, we'll proceed further with the numerical modes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's understand what is this numerical modes means. It's about the octal representation. Octal representation. The number would be 4, 2, and 1. So 4 means it's about read, 2 means it's about write, 1 means it's about execute. Okay, that means it would be R, and it would be write, and it would be execute. Instead of giving rwx, we'll be giving this value. That's it. So now, as per this, if I say you rw permission means, may I know what is the number, please? R means it is 2, 4. Right means it is how much, 2. So when I give the 6 permission, that means he will get read and write permission. Got it? What if I want to give read and execute? Then it's about 4 plus how much it is, 1. That means 5. If I grant the number as 5, that means he'll have write, yeah, write, read and execute permission. And if I want to give read, write and execute, then it's about 4 plus 2 plus 1, which is nothing but 7. So if you give 7, that means everyone will, the particular user or owner or group will, sorry, user or group or others will get all the access, like read, write and execute all at once. So now let's go and try that again. Control L. Okay, so here I'll be doing it as LL now. See, right now it doesn't have any permission. Okay, the folder L, because I have removed. Now let's go and give the permissions in octal way. I want to give, okay, I want to give all the permission for user. How we will do? You have to do 7,
Triple
0,
seven.
0. Okay. So Triple seven means for everyone. Right now, I don't want to give it for everyone. I want it give only for user right now.
Okay.
That's why I've given seven. And for groups and others, it is zero zero. I don't want to give anything to them. Okay, now the same command. I don't want to give what I say write permission for both of them. So what will be the command? I just want to give only read and write, read and execute. Rx means five. Let me go and give 755. So that means now user will have all the permission like read, write and execute, but the group and others will not have the right permission. See, they got only read and execute, correct? And what if you want to give all the permission? Then yep, as you have mentioned, it will be triple seven. Means read and write execute for all users, groups and others. Triple seven. Okay. So now do LL. Yep. See, you can see this now. All the permissions for all this. So do you have any doubt in that? So in this ch own actually. So if you have no doubts, then we'll proceed further with ch own. That is changing the ownership.
Yeah.
Virtually for numeric, no need to mention the UGO, right? Directly numbers is enough
No, no,
based on the.
no, 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 no. The
Okay,
first will be you. The first number will be for user. So if I
okay,
give
gotcha.
example chmod 777 for the folder A, that means 7 for user, next 7 for groups, and the next 7 for others. Okay,
Here
first one
the
will be for
user
user,
means,
next.
virtually here the user means which the folder created owner, right? Or
Yes,
how it,
owner, owner,
okay.
owner, owner.
Group means overall group which we create internally.
We'll understand that. That's why
Okay,
I made to take this concept called as
okay, Virtually fine.
group user addition and group addition. Then you'll understand what. Okay, right now, see, you know very well. I'm the only user. That means EC2 user, correct?
Correct.
And right now, I'll type it as who am I. I want to know who am I. See, right now I'm an EC2 user, but in the next class we'll learn about how to add a user called as, create a user called as Vashini and Prashant or what is that, Madhu. So let's understand how to create a user so that when I give the permission to a user or something, then only that user will have the access.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. And group means, let's take an example. I'll create a group called as Linux and Shell group. Okay, Linux and Shell scripting. Only in that group, Madhu and Prashant will be part of the group and including myself. In that case, what's going to happen? Sorry, I was saying something. Yeah, when I create a group, then I'll add Madhu and Prashant and myself into that group. So when I give the access for complete Linux and Shell scripting group, then the permission gets applied to all the group. The particular group.
Okay,
Okay, you know it, right? In WhatsApp group also we do have some settings like only when you create a group and when you just send a message, it will be visible to everyone because they are part of the group. Similarly here, when we grant the access to the group, no need to give access manually for each and individual users. Rather, at one go we can do that. Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so this is about, and user means he'll be the owner. Okay, as I mentioned again, user means owner of the file. Now who is the owner here? Obviously it's easy to user because I have created that. So let's understand, next thing is about ch own. changing the ownership. Okay, right now, what will be the syntax for the same? It will be again ch own. You have to give username. No, it will be like user. It will be like a group. Then it will have the file.
Mm.
Yeah, hi all. The meeting suddenly got disconnected. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, Varshini.
Yeah, thanks for confirming. I'm going on mute now and then because my throat is creating a mess, so that's why. Sorry for the same. So now let's understand about the CH1. Before that, I want let's go and check what it is here. Can you see this first line? Something it's mentioned as.
Can you share the screen, Varshini?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Please let me know. I guess it should be
Yeah,
visible by now. Yep.
yes.
So can you see this line called as easy to user colon easy to user? What does it mean? Whenever you create a user, automatically a group will be created if you don't mention anything. We'll understand about that in the next concept. Actually, I would have taken that at first and I would have explained you this. It's fine. See, so whenever you create a user, automatically a group will also be created by default. Right now, I didn't create any user, but this is a default user for this session, like for this Linux. It is about EC2 user. So it got created automatically, and by default, similar to the username, the group will also be gets created. So that's how it is. It is showing this A folder is being created by EC2 user. EC2 user is the owner, and the group is EC2 user. What if I want to change the group? Then obviously I have to take you to this concept now. How to user creation and group creation. User creation, modification, then group creation and modification. Okay, so let's understand this user. What is the concept? Because I have to take that, otherwise it cannot be. Yeah, we'll understand only these two right now for under user and group management, not the rest, because this is enough for now. For this concept, this is enough, and for the next further, we'll go and discuss the rest. For this, we'll be using user add command, and in order to delete a user, we'll use del user command, delete a user. And to modify user, we'll use a command called as user modify. So for group, we'll use with add group. Okay, add group is a command, create a group. Del group is a command to delete a group. And we'll use the keyword called user mod hyphen a g to append the user. Let's understand all this right now. First of all, I want to add a user. Okay. So meanwhile, let's also get the commands here. See, right now you know very well only there is easy to user, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 minute. If you want to know how many users are present, you have to use the command called as cat. I've told you right, under file system and directories. So under slash etc and password, passwd, you'll have the users present. So list all the system users. So now let's go and do that. Cat etc slash passwd. So if you see here, see you can see how many we have. Please ignore the rest. These are called as something. Yeah, you have a root user bin, daemon, admin, lp, something. But at the last, can you see there is a user called as EC2 user and Madhu. Madhu has already created for him. I mean, he has already created. And EC2 user is a default user. You can check here. It is showing default. Correct. Now let's go and create a user. So what is the command that we have to use? Cat slash etc slash password will show you how many users are there. Okay. And if you want to see how many groups, then obviously it will be the same thing, but you have to change the name to cat slash etc slash group. Okay. And now if you have to check, give this command slash etc slash group. How many groups right now? So as I've told you, by default a group will be created when you create a user. So that's why there is a group called as EC2 user and merge. But now let's go and create our own user, own user and own group. First, how to create a user. Now I'll go and create a user called as version. What's the command? It will be sudo user add version. Now how do I view if she has got created or not? Please go to /etc/passwd. Can you see here? You got Varshini, and she also got the home directory, that is a /home/Varshini, and she has also got. I mean, the default shell for her is /bin/bash, and the second ID, because right now EC2 user got 1000, Madhu got 1001. It is by default she got 1002. So now Varshini got created. And as I told you, by default, a group will also be created when you create a user. Can you see? Even Varshini got created, even though I didn't create that. Correct? I
So
actually didn't create that.
why Virginie group is created?
I didn't create. By default, it got created when you create a user.
User.
Yeah, as I mentioned in the prior, whenever you create a user, by default, a group will be created for her. But what if you don't want to create that group? We'll see that now. See, by default, so by default, group will be created. Group will be created along with the user. What if I don't want to? Okay, if I don't, if I don't, if I don't want that option, then you have to use something called as sudo user add -n. That means no group. Okay, n hyphen username. So now let's create a user like this. One sec. I guess I've stopped sharing my screen. Sudo user add hyphen capital N Prashant. I've created a user. Let's go and see cat it /password. You could see that you got Prashant folder. Sorry,
Yes.
Prashant user. But I check if the group has been created or see. You don't see group has been created.
Why?
Correct?
Because of
Why?
n.
Because I've given the command called -n.
Hyphen n means no group or something.
Sorry, I didn't get your voice.
Hyphen n means no group or. But what is the use
Yes,
of having
yes,
a
it
group
means no
with
group.
single user?
That's what I'll tell you. In the next concept, we'll create a group and then we'll add the user into the group.
Group.
Right now,
Okay.
I don't want to create any group with a single user. That's why I've given us -n. By
Oh,
default, it will get created. That's the feature of this Linux.
okay.
The question what you have
Uh,
asked, what is the use? And that is why I have given the option called as -n.
Okay.
Okay?
Actually, in the password group itself, we will see the group is not created, right? Once we
Yeah.
open the password. Yeah, here.
In
Here
group,
itself, we will see.
this is about slash.
Yeah,
Obviously,
here
yes.
1002 colon 100. That means group and user is created. That is the meaning. Below three is not there for Prashant.
Yes.
Okay,
Obviously,
here itself
yes.
we can find.
Yes. That's why it has given like something the random ID. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I was going to say.
Okay, fine.
From here also you will be knowing it. Yeah. So now we know how to create a user, and I want to delete a user called Prashant right now. I'll delete it. So it's the command sudo del user. What is his name? Is Prashant. Prashant. User del. Commit. They have modified the commands. Or user are okay. So user del. And now please go and check under the password. You won't see Prashant present. Okay. So user del will remove the user. Now,
So as when you remove the user, automatically the slash home slash bin also will be removed, correct? Not.
sorry, when a user gets removed automatically.
The home folder and the bin folder would be removed
No,
or
actually,
not.
home directory will not be removed. That is why we
Okay.
have to give another command called as, I mean, when you want to delete the home directory as well, because when you delete a user, it won't be deleted automatically. So you have to give a command called as user del hyphen remove.
Okay.
Okay, user del hyphen remove hyphen remove hyphen home to give insert
Okay.
command. Yeah. So home Prashant.
E.
Okay, del user. Let me give it as. Okay, let me go and remove for Varshini. What is this? What's up? Shut up. Nothing. Why it isn't working? User mod or user RF. Hey, they have changed the command. User del hyphen Prashant. Sudo user del. Okay, let me try the same thing for Varshini. Array. Okay, I have to give only the name called as remove. Let's see, Prashant. Okay, doesn't exist. Yeah, so now let's go and see password may. Yeah, there won't be Varshini. So this is the right command to execute, not remove hyphen hyphen om. So what is this command will do is it will remove the user called Varshini, and along with that, even her home directory will be removed. Okay, even that will also be removed.
Actually, while use this one using group will also remove, right?
Obviously, yes. By default,
Okay.
by default,
Okay.
the group got created, right? That will slash it's C group. See, there is no wash in it.
Yeah.
So now we have removed the user along with the home directory, and now for user I have done. For user remove it is also done. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, now I want to modify the username. Okay, again let's go and create one more time. Let me go and create sudo user add Madhu. But from Madhu I want to, okay, Madhu is already existing. I'll give it as Madhu too. But right now I want to rename Madhu too. Okay, from Madhu to I have to rename it to Prashant. So in that case, you have to give the command called as user mod hyphen L from new name to older name to new name. Okay, that means right now. Oh, one sec. So let me check who is the login. I should be easy to use it, right? Um, okay, so now sudo kill process kill for Madhu 2, and now let me run this command to Prashant. It is not existing. Okay, this command it's not working because I have to change the complete home directory as well. Because for Madhu 2, right now the home directory is this, so we have to move that directory along with that. Then we have to remove the why it's not showing. Why it's showing is not existing. Okay, one second. Okay, fail to rename mailbox file exist. Okay, this is the reason it is not allowing us. Fine. So cat slash etc password. Can you see even Prashant got created? I didn't create the user actually. I just renamed it, but I got some error. I mean, we got some error because failed to rename the mailbox. Why? Because see, whenever you create a user, three things will get created. Okay, so whenever you create a user, three things will get created. That is user, home directory, spool mailbox.
Mailbox.
Yeah, something called a spool mailbox,
Okay.
something with respect to var slash sys or something in the backend. To tell you exactly, yeah, spool mailbox. For an example, it will be like slash var slash mail. Okay, right now Prashant is already present, so that's why it is showing me. So now let me execute the same command with I'll rename this as Prashant 2. Now let's go and see. Okay, Madhu 2 doesn't exist. Okay, because it got renamed. Now from Prashant 2 to I want to grant for Prashant. I'm renaming it. See, why slash pools will mail Prashant is not owned by Prashant.
Mm-hmm.
Means this is about the mail because I'm trying to change the username, right? So in that
Mm-hmm.
case, how come that mail ID will also be updated? But if you can see in the upper section, like when I did this, it has shown that Prashant is already present. Let's do one thing. I'll create sudo user add Vashini. So now I'll rename it sudo user add to what's the name? I can give it as Vashini 2342 Vashini. I'm renaming it now. See, did I get any error right now?
No.
No, it's a new command. Now let's go and check slash etc slash password. We'll see how many users got created. You see, the name it got renamed to 234 actually. Ignore the Prashant because earlier itself Prashant was present, correct? But I have removed that user. But still the
Ah.
mail ID was found. That's why it was showing it is already exist.
Mm-hmm.
But now for Varshini, this command is working because it's a new user. Okay, so I have renamed. And if you see for Varshini, I have given hyphen remove, if you remember. So that remove means it will be removed completely, the home directory as well as user's mail address as well. But for Prashant, I just used the command called user del, right?
Yeah.
This is the issue. Okay, so that's why you have to remove completely, the complete hidden, because nobody will be, I mean, not everybody will be aware that even mail address will gets created automatically, correct, along with the user. So that's why we have to give hyphen user. So this is about user remove, user modification or something. So now let's learn about the group. For group, same command you have to use. Okay, now let's see how many groups we do have. How to see? Slash hc slash groups. Group. You can see Vashini, Madhu 2. Ignore it. Let's go and create a group. Sudo add group. Or a group add will also work, I guess. I'll create a group called as Linux. Now go and check the group called. See, you have got Linux group, correct?
Yeah.
Now, how many users I have? How many users I have? I have Prashant 2 and Vashini 234, correct?
Yes. Madhu also there.
So I want to add, yes, I want to add Prashant 2 and Vashini 234. Prashant 2 and Vashini 234. Okay. I want a Prashant 2 and Vashini 234 to the Linux group. Someone
Okay.
asked, right, like by having an individual group with by having a group with an individual user, what is the use? Then we have found that to not to create using the group, that is by using the keyword called as hyphen n. Now I want to add these two users to the existing group. How will I do? The command called as sudo user mod hyphen ag. Okay, hyphen a means append the user to the group called as Linux. I'm saying I have a group called Linux. Okay, see, I have a group called Linux. Please append the user. What is her ID? Version 234, and I have Prashant also. See. Mhm. Okay, now I'll give it as one more user, because one user at a time can be granted. Okay.
Really? So if I
So now if you go and check, sorry, now if you go and check, can you see under Linux you have Varshini and Prashant is present.
but if I have 500 users to be added in a particular group, how will that work?